This is the old Vanderburgh County Courthouse in Evansville, Indiana. Been here a couple times now. I had to come back. I want to show you guys how amazing this place was. Having a hard time seeing my phone, so hope you guys can see everything. Take a look at the details. Okay, this is built in 2 years, in 1888 to 1890, and it became occupied in 1891, which I find kind of crazy to hear. And let's walk around and see it. I tried to find a cornerstone last time. I could not find one, but there's supposed to be a Masonic cornerstone here. One thing that's really important about this building is to understand that sacred geometry was used in the building of this, and you can tell by how the structure is now. The purpose of using sacred geometry is that they believed that the sacred geometry was used by the grand architect of the universe, so they used the same type of geometry as like a microcosm, as in this is how the universe is made, this is how the building is made, if that makes any sense. Now I want you to just hang with me because we're going to walk around the whole building, and I'll show you across the street is the old jailhouse. See, this place ain't got a cornerstone. So this is the old jailhouse right here. Yeah, that's what I said. The old jailhouse and the old sheriff's office. Now I will show you how. Whoa! I'll show you guys how big the stones are here in a second. I'm about busting my ass. I'm gonna try to get out a little bit further. But this is by far my favorite. I had to come out here again just to see this building. Like, this is it. This is all I came out here for. But while we're here, I'm gonna walk across and show you another building that's across the street, which is the Sailors Memorial Building in Coliseum, which is right here. It's got some pretty cool bronze sculptures up front, right? And it's quite beautiful. I do say so myself. Oh, look at that thing, man. This place blows me away. Like, I am just, said it before, I'm a nerd for this stuff, man. All right, so there's some sculptures. The sculptures that were built here were sculpted by one man in 2 years on site. So right here, those which are, I don't know how many feet tall they are, but they're big, okay? They're really big. Those were all sculpted by one individual in 2 years. I mean, these pillars are huge. I'm gonna get up close because I want you guys to see how big the stones are that are used. So I'm gonna get up real close and hang with me again. And I'm trying not to trip everywhere. I can barely see what I'm doing. All right, so check it out. I'm 6 feet tall, okay? So you see how big these are and how huge they are. And you can tell, from there, those things are gigantic. So this again was in 1888. Now, one of the interesting parts about this building is the Wabash and Erie Canal, which was the United States' longest canal, was built from 1930 and in use to 1950s. They actually, when they filled in the canal, this was the turnaround for the canal, okay? The actual turnaround area. And also, going to the jailhouse, there's a tunnel underneath that goes from south to north, which is kind of a nod to the Pythagorean, mathematician. But if you guys don't know anything about sacred geometry or Pythagoras, you should look into it and check it out, because it'll give you kind of some ideas on why Freemasons were so big into sacred geometry, are still big into sacred geometry. Also, there is catacombs underneath this thing, and the catacombs have arches that are like giant arches. Okay, so there's some more sculptures up there, and Again, these were built by one dude, carved by one guy. He also carved that thing up there. Let's see if we can get a look at that. I don't know if we can see it or not. I can't see what that is right now, but I'll have to go home and look at it. Another sculpture over there somewhere. Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. And I'm gonna try to back out so you guys get a side view of this. Now there's a building across the street called the Building of Men, which is right there. And there's another old building there. A lot of really cool stuff here. I hope you made it all the way through. Like again, I've been around this entire building, and there's supposed to be a Masonic cornerstone that I cannot find, which I find strange that there's no cornerstone on this, especially when this was such a huge deal. This was a big deal. It's one of the most beautiful courthouses in the United States. So here you go. This talks about the Wabash Erie Canal. And by the way, the Wabash Erie Canal is 460 miles long, and they had to, for the curvature of the earth, which was 4,700 feet. I don't know how they did that, but they did it. Quite amazing. Commentary sucks this time, but it is what it is, guys. Tell me what you think of this building. Do you think this has been here? Do you think they built this in 2 years? Like, honestly, did they build this in 2 years? I don't know, I find that one hard to believe. And then, of course, across the street, there's that castle, which, by the way, is for sale for $2.5 million. And I guess the tunnel's apparently gone now. They used the catacombs for, or they used to use the catacombs for like a Fright Night type thing, a haunted house. But I guess they found radon or something in the basements, and they no longer do it here. But I don't know. Give me a comment below. Tell me what you guys think. This is one of my favorites. I'm so glad I got to come back out here. I hope you guys spent the time to watch the whole thing and see this beautiful, beautiful structure that just, it's awe-inspiring, man. This one, I feel something that just makes me gravitate towards this. All right, Average White Guy out.